All right. YouTube, Twitch, to all the Mad fans out there in the globe, the world, all over the place. We are back with yet again another one for your head top. It is the dynamic duo of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel and the Glow Sun Production Twitch channel. If you guys don't know by now, I go by Real. And joining me is the Nomad, the man with no team. It's my boy King. What's up, man?
Not much. This our second time running the show, y'all. So we tried it again. We made a mistake and didn't go live. But I don't have a team back here today. Sorry. I'm not off the bandwagon. I still love the team and all, but today they don't need any representation. This wasn't a good game.
Yeah, I got all black like I'm in a funeral.
It's
But
needed.
with all that being said, guys, I guess you guys already know the mood today for today's video. Wasn't a good one for the Mavs tonight, guys. As y'all know, we're gonna get into that. But before I do that, man, we're gonna give y'all a quick rundown of how the show works. Well, today we're gonna do a little different, man. We're gonna probably do it like we did in our last video that we had. We're just gonna have a huge vent session again about this team, man. It wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good game at all. A lot to take out of it, and we're definitely gonna get into that. So let's go ahead and break it down, King. Let's go ahead and get into the score of the game first. As y'all see here, it was an ugly win. Dallas almost lose by 40 points tonight, man. It was nasty. 130 to 92. Not a lot to talk about with that score. It was pretty self-explanatory right there. All right. Then we see the two top performers. Luka with 25, 8, and 3. Steph had 18, 9, and 7. He really didn't have to do too much tonight, man. It was a huge team effort tonight for the Golden State Warriors. Let's go ahead and look at these numbers, y'all. Not good. Not good at all. Turnovers, second chance points. They just dominated the rebounds. They beat us by 20 on rebounds. Field goal percentage wasn't good. It was just not a good game all around for the Mavericks today. And again, King, they played on national television. And you know how I feel about TV, man. It just never works out for us. I think we're like won one game all year so far on national televised games. So I hate national televised games, man. Not just because of the commentating that go with it, but just for some reason we don't seem to show up on national television games. But all right, King, the floor is yours, man. Go ahead and get your vent out, man. Go ahead and vent your frustration. What you got, man?
I don't want to complain too much. First and foremost, you said about the commentators on the TV. I want to say the way they were trying to narrate about the team kind of being better without Luka Doncic. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I
Um,
didn't.
yeah, and they kept playing that. Well, they were playing okay without Luka, and Luka has been playing well and all this. But they didn't talk about all the good stuff that was going on as far as the team having a better defensive rating with Luka on the court. The team in general having a better record with Luka on the court, but just stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on with the whole Luka narrative, and feels like the NBA in a way is kind of leaning off the ship. So I don't know what's going on with that one. But to get to this game in general, I think this game basically showed you guys if we can't play defense. Let me rewind. This game showed us that we need to give Jason Kidd more credit as a coach. The Mavericks didn't play defense today, and they were embarrassed. They had nothing to give you offensively. Luka had most of his points in the first half. We were almost down by 20 even with that happening. I think in the halftime we were down by 12, but you could see the momentum happening. They were building up on us. So we need a bucket getter, man. I don't know how many times I watched this game. In the beginning, first quarter, I know KP made a three, one of his threes, but it was so many wide open shots when they were forcing him the ball. Not forcing it. They were giving it to him. We had wide open shots, and he was just missing. And it's just a recurring thing with this team of just guys that just miss. Like I was telling Rel before the show started, we see like Gary Payton, he said, we see Jordan Poole. And when these guys are sitting wide open at the line and receiving passes, you just know, why are they wide open? You're like, man, why is KP off of them? Why is anybody off these guys? Because they're going to knock down an open shot. And they do. But when you're constantly watching this Dallas Maverick team, there's nobody on this team that we look at and we say, it's a wide open shot. They're guaranteed to knock it down. It was Maxey at a point one time, I feel like, but even Maxey's not that right now anymore. And it makes it harder, just watching Luka try to do what he does when it's nobody else that can get him buckets at times. The KP train, it's done, man. I know we all want to keep saying he's playing better. He looks better on defense. No, this isn't what we wanted from KP. He can't be. He isn't a number two. Even right now, without a number two, he isn't a number two. This is number three at most. Um, we got a guy that we can't even pencil in 20 points for this dude. Like you can't pencil in 20 points. You're happy if he gets over 20. You normally look at the scoreboard and you're like, he's not gonna get 20 because he doesn't. He's not a good shooter. And I know, Ro, you touched on this way back. You've been touching on it for a while now. As far as Kristaps Porzingis is now a dinosaur. He was unique at one time, but now he's a dinosaur. It seems like since he's been injured, the NBA has now passed him. It was at one point where he was, I guess, a decent shooter for a big man. He was decent at a lot of things for a big guy. But now in the league, you see a bunch of guys that are interchangeable, positionless guys that just play the center position or the power forward position better than KP that can shoot the ball. We got guys like Cat, Joel Embiid, and all that can shoot the ball easily from three now. They can go and create off the dribble themselves. Joel Embiid still plays defense. Like it's so many things that KP used to be known for doing that he's just like not elite again, using that word at doing again. So that KP train is done. Like he's not our number two. If we can get a number two for him, that'd be awesome. If not, move him to number three. That's a wrap. There's no more going back and forth trying to decide. It's done, guys. He's averaging 19 a game. He averaged 22, I think, almost 23 the year he went to the All-Star game. We'll never get that KP back. Not here on this team. Nowhere near it. He doesn't do as many blocks anymore. I know he gave us a couple this game and all, but it's okay. It's just not a dominant force we were expecting to get. JB again. JB struggles. I said it before against length and wingy defenders. When they have guys on the team, that's showing me that JB may not be the answer as well, because when that happens, and it probably will happen in the playoffs against a few teams, probably going to struggle again like he did against the Clippers last year in his first experience. Luka's still playing like he's a little bit dinged up. And, I mean, the elephant in the room, Tim Hardaway Jr. is now injured. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been underperforming for us this whole year. And a lot of Mavs fans were hoping he could be included in a trade possibly. But he broke a bone in his foot, I believe. And he'll probably miss him up to like 2 months or so. So he's probably not going to be able to get traded. So this game today was just one of the worst games at the worst time against one of the best teams again. I said against Phoenix the last game that these were the tests where I wanted to see if this team was a championship level team. And I do not believe so. Again, as I said back in the last video against Phoenix, we're missing that go-to guy. We need another guy that can get buckets with Luka, like a guy that we look at and we're like, he's going to go out there and get me. He's going to score. We do not have that. So this team will struggle unless they play an excellent defense, and they're not a great shooting team because they're exerting all their energy on defense. So I don't know what more to say about this team, man. Like I still think we can win the first round series. We missed the Memphis show, obviously, and they beat Memphis again. They have the season series against them. But I think once you get out that first round, man, I think this is I don't know what they're going to do after that first round, because I don't know how they're going to play. And I'll give it up to you, man. Like the 3-pointers was horrible. A team shot over 50% against us. They almost shot 50 and 40%. They were out rebounding us. They stretched out KP. This was the reason we were scared about the Miles Turner trade, because there would be too many big guys that couldn't play against a team that spreads teams out. They didn't even have Draymond Green today. They didn't have Draymond Green as a small center or however they want to play him. So yeah, these are the games that scare me, that tell me of the future and what's going to happen in the playoffs. And I don't look forward to it because I've seen Kristaps Porzingis out on the island too many times trying to defend a 3-point shooter and just couldn't get enough space or decide what he wanted to do because his legs didn't work. So I'll let you have some talk on that, Ro. I'm sorry for going on. There's much more I could say, but this game, man, it's just not looking good. This team has to play excellent defense every game to win games. If not, I don't know what's going to happen. We see it tonight.
Well, you did pretty good, man. You hit a lot of points that I was about to hit. With the whole Miles Turner thing, he's a better defender in general than KP. So I wouldn't really too much worry about Miles Turner being a issue or whatever on defense. He's not Rudy Gobert. He can move his feet a little bit better than Rudy Gobert. But with all that being said, so like I said, there's a lot I could take from this game. Like I said, that you hit on so far. I want to start with what you said about the defense. Dallas has to play damn near perfect defense to win these games because, like you said, we're not a great shooting team, And I know you heard me say this before. After a while, you are what you are. You played over 40 games now. It's no more of that. Well, maybe they're gonna catch their stride, or maybe they'll go back to how they used to be and all this old stuff. That's out the window now. After 40 something games, you are what you are. You're not a great 3-point shooting team. You're not a great offensive team. You just happen to be a good ball moving team.
Mm-hmm.
And if the ball isn't moving, we saw tonight, they struggle. And the Warriors did pretty good on stopping them from moving the ball around. And you can tell they did because looking at first half and look who was the one who was being the most productive. It was Luka. It went
Mm-hmm.
back to Luka dominating the ball because everybody else wasn't capitalizing on the opportunities that they were given to make their shots or to just get open in general. And so they we've heard Jason Kidd say before that when their defense struggles, he's like the offense follows suit. And we saw a lot of games this year where Dallas wasn't doing great on offense, but their defense was the staple. And so you not being a great offensive team, your defense is not kicking in. It comes after this blowout that you had tonight. You know what I'm saying? So they they have to get back to playing defense, man. Definitely have to get back to playing defense. I don't know if you maybe chalk this up as it was just one of those type of games where they just got hot, but there was a lot of defensive laps. It was so many backdoor cuts,
Mm-hmm.
so many backdoor cuts, and like you said, the way that they stretched out the Mavericks defense today, man, was just like it was kind of frustrating because it's like you can kind of see it forming while you sitting at home and kind of wondering why they couldn't see that. And once they hit you with like two of them off the bat, you should start preparing for that. You hear me say this all the time. Read your scouting reports. Read your scouting report. Gary Payton II is a cutter. That's all he does is cut. He doesn't have any plays called for him. That's all he does is cut. He moves without the ball. So you have to keep your eyes on him. The dude had like 3 backdoor cut shots today, dunks or whatever. So it's just
Dunks.
like it's stuff like that. You have to pay attention to that. And for you to be considered a great defensive team, those are types of things you have to pay attention to. So my next complaint is your boy KP. Y'all heard me rant about this on the last video that we had. The dude is not a number two, not a number two. It's to the point that I completely forgot that KP was out there today. That's how much of a non-factor he was. I was like, oh yeah, KP. You know, and then you had another kick the ball into the stands. I know it wasn't inadvertently or whatever, bro, but you frustrated. Why? You ain't showing up. And once again, he's one of those players that if he does not touch the ball constantly, he's not effective. We talked about that before too. Tonight also shows I've been preaching this since me and King started these videos. They need to make a trade. You don't have a consistent guy to help Luka carry the offense. Luka damn near looked like Luka in the Clipper series last year. He
Yep.
almost had 30 points in the first half again for us to be in the game. And they're trying to get away from that. But when you got players who can't step up when you need them, now, like you said, Jalen Brunson, I told you this probably about 5 videos ago. I said, look, man, look like Jalen Brunson starting to come back down to earth a little bit. Not saying he's trash. I'm just saying he's starting to come back down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of hit the nail on the head with the whole fact that he struggles against longer teams,
Yep.
against longer defenders. It showed in the Clipper series last year, and it's been showing throughout the season this year that he's struggling when he plays against those longer, rangier defenders. He can easily be shut down. And I think that was one of the knocks on him coming into the league in general is that he's not that athletic to kind of combat that. And so it's starting to show that a little bit. Not to say that he's not going to ever get over that. You know what I'm saying? He'll eventually probably get over it. It's just that for right now, from what we see, he's being affected by it. And so he's kind of struggling with that. Tim Hardaway gets hurt tonight. The one game he finally shows up and he gets hurt.
Yep.
And I kid you not, when he got hurt, I was sitting there thinking to myself, when they say he's gonna be out, I said, yep, that's it. I kid you not, I said it to myself. I said because Tim Hardaway was the only one other than Luka, was the only one that was playing aggressive.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Maxey. It's like ever since Maxey came back from his injury, he hasn't been on like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me started on Reggie Bullock. I told you about Reggie. Dude will have like 1, maybe 2 good games, and then he'll disappear for like a month. He's doing it again tonight, but you call yourself a sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? It's like this team misses too many wide open jump shots, and I've said this before too. It's like if one person is missing, then the whole team is missing.
Yep.
Or if Luka's hitting, the whole team is not hitting. It's either one or the other. They
Yep.
can't. We don't never have like one or two guys that are hot. Two or three guys that are hot. No, it's everybody's cold, and it showed tonight that Luka was hitting his shots, but nobody else was showing up. Luka only had 3 assists tonight.
Yep.
When's the last time Luka only had 3 assists? Since he got back from protocol, he's been averaging like 9 assists a game.
Yeah.
He only had 3. And what's that tell you? That nobody was hitting their shots.
And he was in foul trouble.
Game, they weren't hitting their shots.
He was in foul trouble as well.
In foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? I just like I said, not pressing the panic button, but y'all heard me say this a million times. This highlights a lot of things that the Mavericks need to do. I know as Mavs fans, if everything's going right, don't trade anybody. If everything's going wrong, it's a free sale going on. Everybody got to go. And I've been saying since this whole run has started, they still need to make a trade. They have to, because tonight has showed you that if Luka, as a matter of fact, in the third quarter, they started honing their defense on Luka to where they had to swing it.
Yep.
They didn't even get any hockey assists tonight because people weren't hitting their shots. And so when they started honing their defense on Luka, that's when guys like KP need to step up.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times did we see KP post up today, King? How many times he had one shot post up on who was it? It wasn't even Curry. Who was it? It was Andrew Wiggins. 4 feet away from the basket and couldn't make the shot.
Man, can KP post
all falling off his hands?
Can KP post up any black dudes?
No, KP post up anybody.
Golly, man, like
anybody. Like I said, we talked about on our last video where KP couldn't even post up Chris Paul.
No.
Like just like this is why Rick Carlisle didn't do it. Remember he had that little kind of back and forth with the TNT crew when they asked him like why he not posting KP up. And this is why he wasn't doing it. You can't post anybody up. You're not a threat in the paint. Nobody is scared of you.
It's the only way to get production out of him, though, man. You're not getting production out of him if he doesn't touch the ball.
And that's the sad part, man. Like I said, Dallas has to find a way to get another guy in here, man. They got to find a way to get another guy in here. Because like I said, Luka could have went out there and played hero ball again. And the crazy thing about it is Luka's hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going out there giving his all, trying to carry the team, bro. Like, it's getting to the point, like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, I need Nico, Mark Cuban, and them to actually evaluate this team, man, and see what the kind of moves they need to make.
You want the move. You want the Woj bomb. We all just want the Woj bomb. We want to hear it. We're waiting. We're like, come on. We want to hear Dallas has made a trade. But there's 2 things I wanted to touch on that you said. The Miles Turner thing, I'm not saying – I know Miles is a better defender than KP. But I'm saying if him and KP are both out on the court together, then someone had to play a small lineup. Like if they'd have played Golden State tonight with both of them, it'd have been trouble because it'd have been too much just stretching out and shooting and all that, and backdoor cutting it would have happened. But that was 1. And then 2, I can't remember what it was. It was something else that you had said. It might have been probably about KP or something like that. But KP, man, he's just I'm done. I have nothing else. Like for the money that he's making, it's not that he's not complete trash, but he's not a star
worth $35 million.
He's not worth $35 million. He's playing right now where he may not be a top. He's at the borderline of a top 50 player. Like he's at that level, and you can't have that with your guy winning a championship. That's not a Scotty. That's not a Scotty, a Robin, or something like that. That's not good enough for you. So KP's just not elite anything, man. Like this team, we need someone else, man. We need someone else badly.
So KP played 25 minutes and gave you 9 and 7.
Yep. Yeah.
9 and 7. That's who you're paying $35 million to.
Against a small team. Like it doesn't matter how teams play. There's no way to give Kristaps Porzingis an advantage. There's nothing. No matter who we play, what type of squad we play, there's no giving Kristaps Porzingis an advantage. The only consistent guy I see Kristaps Porzingis be consistent against is the Denver Nuggets, and that's because Nikola Jokic is not that quick on his feet, so he can move as well and do some things. But Nikola's still giving the blues on the defensive side. I mean, on the offensive side as far as making them play. But that's it, man. Like, there's no advantage for having Kristaps Porzingis. It's like he shouldn't be playing on the team. I'm sorry. Ouch. I can't believe I said that. He should not. He's not an advantage, man. He does not work with the squad.
No, no, I agree, man. I like I said, I'm looking at these minutes and stuff, man. I'm looking at the numbers, and there was a guy who tweeted that we retweeted on our Twitter page. He was talking about Marcus Chris, and it's like, why you didn't play him tonight? If they started going small, you see KP was struggling a little bit on defense. Get somebody that's a little bit quicker, because with him, it's like he did good on his 10-day contracts, got minutes, but now he got a contract. He's not getting any minutes.
It's KP. It's KP, brother. It's KP. The issue we're trying to please KP. Like, so he's a $35 million man, so you got to please him. It's like having a guy that's got a big contract on any sport. You got to play him. You got to keep him in a rotation because you're paying him so much. You can't just not play him, because then, it's just too much money sitting on your bench. But we should have played Chris. We should have tried to get him in some minutes. It was another thing as well. I remember the national televised games. I know you keep talking about we suck on there, and we do. But the playoffs are going to be on TV. That's why I'm like this. We can't keep doing this, because you're going to be playing on national TV games when you're playing in the playoffs. So I don't know, man. It's just I'm tired of seeing the same story over and over again. So we just need somebody, man. DeMar DeRozan could have been on this team right now, man.
Bro, don't even get me started on DeMar DeRozan, because that would have been somebody who can kind of steady the ship and stuff, man.
Yeah, like
we need a guy that can give him a consistent, like 22, 23 points, man, to kind of help carry this offensive load, you know what I'm saying? To where he ain't got to go out there and score 25 points in the first quarter. I mean, first half. You know,
a guy where they can just go back and forth, where he says, "Oh, I got you 7 real quick. They about to play the defense on me. Here you go, DeMar. Your chance. Go out there and get a couple points real quick, so they know they can't double either one of us."
Exactly.
That's the guy that we need. We do not have that. Kristaps Porzingis, dare I say, is playing worse than Kevin Love was for the Cleveland Cavalier team and all. Like, I think that Kevin Love guy would fit better with this team than Kristaps Porzingis does right now, because we're trying to force him to be something he's not. He can't even be that Kevin Love guy because he can't shoot. He's not a shooter. He's a dinosaur now. He's all that stuff that made him a unicorn. Everyone else can do it better than him now. It's so many guys that can do the unicorn stuff that he was so great at better than him, because he hasn't had time to develop his game. He's been injured. So, and now age comes up with that injury now. So it's just, it was a bad decision.
Yeah. Well, do you want to give a game ball tonight to anybody?
I guess just give it to Luka, man, because we're supposed to give it win or loss. We didn't give it the last time. Just give it to Luka. It's his game ball. Nobody really deserves it. I guess Luka he wasn't playing the best defense, but again, you understand it because he's hurt. He went out there and tried to throw it up on offense against Steph Curry, and then he got in foul trouble. So I'm not really blaming Luka too much today. Like, this is one of them games. He was high on the 3-point line. This was another game. I was like, oh, man, Luka about to get that 50 I talked about. Here it is. And then the rest of the team just didn't. No one else came and joined him, except for Timmy. And then Timmy, a freak accident. Nobody even touched his foot. He landed. I guess, jumped off the foot the wrong way, because he landed on the right. He jumped off the left one. And then I guess he broke it when he jumped off of it. And it's like that, right? Today's game could be a big momentum swing for us, because we're now tied in the loss column with Denver. In case people don't know, Denver been sitting there. So we both have 21 losses. And like I said, that Tim Hardaway thing, because I'm afraid of the moves they can make now. That he was the money that could possibly be put in the trade if you didn't include Kristaps Porzingis to get someone else. Now we don't have the money anymore, because nobody's going to take Tim Hardaway injured. So, man, that was a big blow.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Well, that's not funny, because you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but that's what my mind frame was when he got hurt. I'm like, well, there's our trade piece.
Yep.
I'm like, so I don't know what we can do now with him as far as a trade or whatever. So, damn, boy, it just ain't nothing go right tonight. I'm gonna get a game ball to Luka too, man. He's the only one that showed up, like you said. So there you go. It wasn't a lot to take from this game. No positives at all, y'all. It was one of those games where he just I'm not gonna lie to you. Only reason why I watched the whole game because we do the show, but I really wanted to just end the game right there, man. It wasn't good at all, man.
It's because of this guy that I watched it. I hit him up and said, I'm done. We can talk tomorrow, come back tomorrow and just, try to talk on the game and all of what's gonna happen. But it was a bunch of talk this game. So we wanted to come back to you guys and give you our opinion on this one.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into these questions and comments, man. I know y'all got some comments y'all already rolled out, so let's go ahead and get into it. Start with Pavel here. So Pavel says, "Dang, that was bad. I was looking forward to petitioning to get back on the bandwagon. Came tonight between this game and the Suns game. Yeah, it wasn't good at all, man. The Suns game, you can probably give them a little leeway because it was a back to back. The second game of back to back, like I said in that video, the Suns ended up not playing for like 4 days or whatever, so they were a lot more rested than Dallas was after playing Toronto and then have to turn around and play them. So I could probably give them a smidgen of an excuse on that one. But tonight they had no excuse. I don't know what happened tonight. It's just like nobody decided to show up. It's like they forgot they had a game today. So
I felt like Golden State watched the Phoenix game. I think everybody's watching now and saying, "Hey, we just beat the Mavericks with team basketball. Let's show them everybody can score and everybody can play." And the Mavericks don't got a bunch of guys that can do it. So Steph Curry and Klay, I know Klay got hot at the beginning, hit like 3 threes and all that. So he was looking like he might have started going on fire or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they basically played team basketball. Nobody had to go out there and do too much and all. They were just going around, just whoever touches the ball, you're open, go make a play. And they kept making plays. They have guys that can dribble the ball. They had a bunch of guys on the court.
The two best players are guys that can move well without the ball, so that makes it dangerous too.
So I'm saying the guy was in what is it, Villanisa? I'm probably butchering that or whatever, but he dribbles better than Kristaps Porzingis.
Ooh.
Hey, I mean, am I lying?
No, sir.
All right, then I mean, he's probably the worst dribbler. He dribbles better than Kristaps Porzingis. So,
wow, shots are being fired. All right, man. So Pavel has another one. He said, "What? I can't understand what that word is." Pavel, we said between the Grizzlies game and this game, he said KP looked great, almost defensive player of the year candidate with his 6 blocks. Is it just a competition or not showing up? It's kind of hard to say, man, because y'all know my opinion of KP, man. It's just he's not consistent at all. It's like it's hard to even say if it's the competition because I seen him play solid against good competition, but then play bad against good competition. We've seen him not show up against bad teams, but then play good against bad teams. And so, like I said, with him, it's a toss up. It's a coin flip. What you gonna get that day? Because he's just so inconsistent, man. For a guy who's making $35 million, man, there's no consistency whatsoever in his game. But what you think, man?
We want something out of Kristaps Porzingis. So anything we get, I'm a victim of that as well, Pavel. Anything we get becomes okay. He's doing good right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing right now that says Kristaps Porzingis is really doing good. Kristaps Porzingis is not he can't play one-on-one defense at all. All that 6 blocks helps side defense. He's a great help side rim protector. One-on-one defense, he's trash. It is what it is. So I expected him to be a decent one-on-one guy, not with just, I guess, with bigger guys. Obviously, you got smaller guys on the outside. They're going to get past you. I got you with that. But at least doing stuff against guys where they're not just doing easy buckets. Like when you play KP one-on-one, when you're up against him in the paint, KP doesn't get blocks. Like usually guys body him and get a bucket, a layup in the inside because he's so awkward and off balance. That's why I think he doesn't want to jump because he doesn't want to get hurt unless he has to jump and he knows he can jump. There's a lot of times where KP has a block, I feel like, and he does not jump. And I'm like, KP, just jump. Like you're 7'3", just jump somewhere so your arm can get in the vicinity. He'll just look. And I'm like, why are you doing that? And it's annoying. He's not defensive player of the year. He's nowhere near the top of that. Like I was saying, he can't shoot threes. Like, I mean, he can make threes. Obviously, 7'3". There's no other 7'3" dudes that can shoot him other than Manute Bol or whatever you want to say. So that's why he looks like he's special, but he's not a good shooter. He just can shoot threes more than any other 7'3" guy. He's not a great mid-range shooter. He's not. Hey, there's a mid-range shot. He's wide open. Oh, KP, knock it down. Dirk knocked it down. There was a wide open mid-range shot. If you saw
90,
Dirk,
50, 40, that's all I got to say about Dirk.
If you see Dirk miss that wide open mid-range shot, you like, man, what? Dirk, that was wide open. No way. It's automatic. The Jet, even back in the day, JT, wide open shots, knockdown guy. We have nobody. Kristaps Porzingis is the number 2 guy making $35 million. He should be able to make wide open shots at some level on the floor. He should be able to make at least wide open shots. There are times where he's just shooting these brick of threes, and every shot is almost an open shot for him because nobody's by his head. Like, nobody's by his face. So every shot, if you just take your time and just knock it down, you should have the advantage of being tall. There's no advantage for Kristaps Porzingis. So going back to this, I don't want to get too far of it. It's just Kristaps Porzingis, man. Like, he's not what we wanted him to be. We need to stop accepting less than what we expect.
So Kristaps Porzingis this year is averaging 19.9 points and 8 rebounds. He's shooting 45% from the field, 29% from 3.
Yep, 45 to 29 as a 7'3" dude.
7'3" guy making $35 million. Just think about that. There's something y'all chew on for tonight. All right, man. Brunlaw says it's time to consider being a seller at the trade deadline. Sorry, he's asking a question. Is it time to consider being a seller at the trade deadline? Get the best value for JB. KP got out rebounded by Seth Curry. Yes, I'll trade KP for a second round pick right now and rebuild. Yeah. Look, man, bro, you already know how I feel, man. I've been saying this since the first time you saw my videos. I've been saying this. I want KP gone. I've been saying that. Like, I know we got other guys on our channel that was like, oh, yeah, man, you know, just KP's healthy. That's all that matters. And I'm sitting there like, nah, man, I need KP gone. His best value, his highest value is right now.
Yep.
You're not going to get any higher than this. You sell him as high, it's as high as it is right now, you sell it right now because it's not going to get any higher. And so I've been said that I want KP gone. As far as being a seller at the trade deadline, I'm not saying get rid of guy, don't get nothing in return just to get him off our team. You still want to get something back. Now, I know, I'm not naive. I know we're not going to get Michael Jordan back for KP right now. You know what I'm saying? So still try to get some type of value back for KP, but also understand that you're not going to get the highest value that you think you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? So take that in mind.
I think we might have to give up a pick to get rid of KP.
Yeah, we are. I told you that before.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to give a pick. It doesn't even make sense. I don't even know what to do because you got to give up a pick to get KP, to get rid of KP.
Now, you want to keep that pick for something in the future, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to get rid of KP, you got to use that pick.
Yeah.
And so because Dallas has New York has our pick for next year, Dallas is not able to trade a pick until 2025. Now, we could trade this year's pick, but you can't trade this year's pick until the draft.
Yep.
So either way it go, you're gonna have to wait to trade them or whatever, right? Or like I said, if something pops up or whatever, 3, 4, 5 team trade or whatever, you get them out of here, fine. But don't expect for y'all us to just get some just mega boatload back for KP because his worth is not as high as it's gonna be right now. Just letting y'all know now. I know like y'all want him gone. So
they need to let Luka sit for a second again, maybe. And they need to raise JB stock again for a second.
Well, tomorrow might be the best time to do that. Sit Luka tomorrow against the Portland Trailblazers. That's the best time to do it.
Yeah, we need to raise.
I think they're gonna do that. Now that you say that, I think they're gonna do that.
They need to. They need to raise JB stock though. Like somebody's stock has to be raised right now. This team, Nico and JK got to know they need a trade, man.
I hope so. I think Kid do, but Nico listens to another authority in the front office. But anyway. Should be able. Pavel said we should be able to win the next 4 games. Pavel, you know how I do it, man. I take it one game at a time. I think they can beat Portland with or without Luka. Hopefully, this game will be a kind of a wake up for them. Like, man, you need to get up back on your grind, get back to your defensive principles and all that stuff, man, and take care of business on this next game. As a matter of fact, I don't even know who the next 4 opponents are, bro.
I hate when they lose, they give up.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Losing, you mean?
Yeah, when they're losing, it's like these games are horrible. Like,
okay, I see why Pavel said that. So they play Portland, the Pacers, the Magic, and then the Thunder. Those are the next 4 games.
I'm scared of that Pacer game.
Luckily, it's at the house this time. So
Yeah, it is. I hope Rick comes, but I'm still scared of that Pacer game. I mean, we should win all 4 of them. We should. It'll be awesome. I mean, we gotta win all 4 of them now. The way I told you, Denver's right on behind us, so we have to win all 4 of them. And then AD just came back tonight for the Lakers,
and they winning too. So
they won tonight as well. I mean, even though Brooklyn's going through their issue with 2 of their guys gone, but still they got some more ammunition back. So the Mavs got to get it together, man. Like we got to keep it going. This was a stretch. I wanted this to go 2 out of 3. I thought we were one of those teams. And I was like, get 2 out of 3. Come on, Mavs. And they got 1 out of 3. I mean, they did beat Memphis. They did beat the division team. We do have the tiebreaker against them now.
See the series. Yeah.
Luka should have solidified. He's better than John Morant. That's another conversation again. But these other games, as I said, I hold the Mavericks to a higher level because I expected more of the Mavs. I've been on this show for a while preaching the Mavs. Grace even when we're out sometimes is like, nah, I'm going too far. I felt like they were showing something, and this may have been the year where they were doing something. But that Phoenix game, I told them the Phoenix game is the one that's going to show me, and that didn't look good, and it carried over to this Golden State game. Usually the Mavs are good in Golden State, and they got destroyed. So,
yes, sir. All right, man. Let's go ahead and run through these last few questions. He said, "Guess we can cancel those THJ trade talks." Yep, we stuck with it as for foreseeable future. Yes, sir.
Yep.
I like I said at the beginning of the video, when I seen that happen, like I said, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, of course. But when I seen that, I said, "Yep, that's it." Our chances of getting rid of him in some type of a trade or something, man, that's out the window now. So, and on top of that, he was actually playing good tonight before he got hurt. Who knows what would have happened tonight? If he had stayed in the game, because it was only Luka really. Other than him, it was only Luka that was really showing up. Nobody else showed up. And TSJ played pretty much 2 quarters.
Yeah, I think he played. I think he had 9 points or 10 points in 10 minutes.
10 points. KP played 25 minutes and got you 9 points.
Yep.
So that's all I got to say on that. All right, man. Johnny Bravo also wrote in. He said, "And KP not a unicorn. He's not even a racehorse at this point." Exactly, bro. Like I said, when they gave KP that name, it's because he was doing something that nobody else was doing at that time.
Yep.
Now the game has changed. It has evolved over those years to where now you have more people that can do what you can do. Everybody wants to space the floor with 5 people now. Yep. So now your bigs are shooting threes now. And so, like he just named off, Joel Embiid, Cat, guy like that are shooting a better percentage than you from 3. They can put the ball on the floor. They can create a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can't even create. You're not even a great assist. Matter of fact, he only averaging 2 assists this year.
Yeah, 2 assists.
So these guys are better passers than you too. Yeah. So when we say that Kevin Durant, another 7-footer that can put the ball on the floor and do all kind of different things. So you're not unique anymore. He did not evolve when the game evolved. Nope. He just kind of stuck with that moniker, like, yeah, everybody call me the unicorn because of what I can do. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. It's like but you gotta change and adapt.
Yeah, and it's
add to your game.
It's not like these other guys are shooting like 2 threes a game or whatever. Like I think Cat shoots as many threes as KP does.
Yeah,
and Cat can make threes. KP can't make threes.
I could be wrong. Well, no, never mind. I'm gonna say Cat was on a 90-40-50 club too, but he wasn't.
He might have got there one year. You sure? He might. I don't think the free throws.
He probably has. He probably has.
I don't know. He may have been close. I think Cat may have been close in some years though. Like I think if it's something, it's the free throws that got him. As far as 80 something in there.
I know he shot 40% a couple times.
He's done 50-40. He's done 50-40.
He done 50-40. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done 50-40. He's a. I think Cat is around like. So Cat probably is respected enough as a shooter like Maxey. So Maxey's around like a 38% or so, a 38-40 kind of. That's how Cat shoots. But Cat shoots them in more bunches than Maxey shoots them. He shoots as many as like a KP or Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting 40% as a 7-footer.
That's why I was talking about KP, man. You're not unique anymore, man. Everybody can do what you can do now. All right, man. Pav also said Jason Kidd said Luka was being Luka and we couldn't get anyone to join him. Why does that sound familiar? It sounds familiar. Oh, every year that Luka been in the league with us. So yeah, it's nothing new. Like I said, he got to go out here and play superhero ball. It's like I guess Luka's the only one that got the memo. Like, hey, it's a game tonight because nobody else wants to show up.
I worry about
like 25 points. Really could have went out there, like you said, could have went out there and got your 40 tonight.
Yeah,
But that kid kind of saw the game kind of getting out of hand. Like, ain't no point me putting him back there. Just
yeah.
rest him up. Like I said, chances are they're probably not gonna play him in this game tomorrow. Rest him up, and we'll try to get it again next time. That's all you can do because we lost by damn near 40 points. So
Defense
yeah,
gonna take a hit. We might fall to number 6 or so after this.
probably. All right, what's up, Ben? He said we're trash, building a brick house, and now TAJ is injured, reducing our limited offense minus Luca even more. Yeah, yeah. Not a lot of offensive weapons on this team as far as guys that can go out there and get you consistent buckets. Now I
Mhm.
do this because we already know that Tim Hardaway and KP aren't consistent. But as far as those guys being known as consistent scorers, those are the only two we got. Well, and then Jalen Brunson. So you're already limited, like you said, you're limited on that, and then you take away Tim Hardaway. That's your guy off the bench. That's your sixth man off the bench. So now I don't know what's going to happen now as far as what they're going to do as far as bench production.
Luka.
Because, yeah, now Luka's going to really have to go out there and play superhero ball. And us holding our breath, hoping that KP's going to go out there and finally show up. I mean, he's just, I'm like I said, I'm done with KP. I've been done with KP, man.
It looks like Luka's getting hot, and the rest of the team is getting cold as he's getting hot. So this isn't good. As I told you a few episodes ago, I get scared that Luka's gonna get injured, man. Like I watch it and I'm just like,
Get injured trying to do too much.
yeah, like that's what bothers me. I'm just like, he's gonna get hurt again. He is. He obviously is getting hurt right now. He's hurt from doing so much. So I just get worried all the time. He's gonna just constantly get hurt because he's doing so much.
Yeah, they got to get that man some help, bro. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, that COVID is not no joke, man. Definitely not no joke. Appreciate it, Johnny.
Love.
All right, he said we should be able to win the next few games, though. Uh,
Yeah, Portland,
Portland,
OKC.
Indy, and yeah, the Magic and OKC. Yeah, yeah, you definitely should be able to win, man. Dallas can't overlook any of these teams that they're about to play these next 4 games. This, like King said, this is your opportunity right here. Start gaining ground. You gain ground. We talked about this before. If you want to gain ground in the West, these are the games you have to win. Take care of business, beat these teams, and then you. Matter of fact, King, I can see it now. With these 4 games, I could say Luka gonna probably sit out 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he
ain't
could.
I'm tell you that now.
He could sit
Oh
out of
wait,
them.
no, never mind. That's the next game after Portland.
He could do it, but
Well, they got 2 days in between the Portland and the Indy game.
yeah, so he might not. It's starting to. Luka doesn't want to miss too many games though, because he wants to be able to still be eligible for some of the leads and stuff. And it gets to a point where if he keeps missing games, he can't be eligible for points per game and stuff like that. So he can't keep missing games. But I guess the other guys got to play. I don't know, man. Like this season has just been so weird. It's just so weird because
Putting it lightly.
yeah, you would never expect the Mavericks offense to be this awful. Like they just can't make shots. I'm like, what happened to these guys? And again, we got Reggie Bullock. Like Reggie's been awesome on the defensive side. I'm gonna give him his credit, but he's shooting like 31%, 32% from three. He's a 40% 3-point shooter. Jason Richardson. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Jason. Golly, Josh Richardson. You know he shoot 40% from the field this year.
Yeah. Remember Gerard?
Yep, in the group. Yep. So he's shooting 40%. It's something in the Mavericks air or in here that guys just can't shoot threes when they come play for the Mavericks. So I don't know what's going on. But they should going back to Johnny. They should have a winning streak going on again. They should be one of the best teams in the league if they really are. So they should just build up on this. They lost ugly today, so they should win 4 in a row. It should happen. We'll see after these 4 games if we're still talking like this, but they should do that.
All right, man. So Pav also says at least the Suns game there were moments where we dominated. Yeah. Then tonight was nothing. Yeah, no ball movement. Yep, I said that. Ball watched on D. Yep. On to the next one. I'll keep checking those trade rumors. Yes, sir. Everybody keep looking at them trade rumors. There's still a lot of rumors out there, man, surrounding the Mavericks, of course. Because a lot of people are predicting that the Mavericks are going to sell. Buy this trade deadline. So we're going to definitely have to see about that, man. Trade deadline is definitely coming up, man. Got a couple more weeks.
I don't even think we need much to go on that trade deadline. Like,
No, we really don't,
I
man.
think we swing. We want to swing for the fence. We don't just get guys that can dribble and shoot. That's like some guys on teams that are decent role players. We need
Like
better
I said,
role
you get
players.
a player like a Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, like
I
that'll
would
be
be happy with just getting Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy
Just
Grant for Dodo.
that show that you're making the progression, bro, to move up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can, because nights like this, Jeremy Grant, you put him in the after 5 or whatever. Like, say you want to take KP out, you put Maxi, Jeremy Grant, Dorian, Luca, and then like JB. That little lineup right there, those 3 guys in the back can be long enough to kick to control that back end of the court, bro. So you can cut out those backdoor cuts. Because like you said, a lot of times KP couldn't swing back further enough, fast enough to get to the backdoor cut because you're going a perimeter guy.
And that's why he was leaving like your boy Gary Payton II wide open.
Yeah.
Because he had to stand back. He was scared to get blown by. For a backdoor cut or something like that. So, hey, man, Jeremy Grant's better than Kristaps Porzingis, so I'm all for that.
Oh, man. All right, man. Let's see what we got next here. B says, I hear Boston is willing to give up Shumpert for a second-round pick. I think he could really help the second unit. He's averaging 16.5 off the bench now. Good defender. Yeah, he's a good defender. JB averaged that as a starter. Mavs need him. Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors, man, of Dennis Schroeder. His name out to the Mavs.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't think he can shoot. I don't think he's good enough of a shooter. I don't like it
though, man. And he's a good defender.
Yeah, he can score when he wants to. He didn't score. He wasn't looking good when he played. When he played with somebody comparable to Luka Doncic, what happened?
What you mean?
Last year, who was he playing with? The Lakers.
You know what?
He played with somebody comparable.
Man, that's just I don't know. That whole Lakers situation, that was different, bro.
Nah, man.
He playing better this year though.
He is. But last year he had a problem.
On top of that, remember he wanted to start in LA, so now he has no choice but to come off the bench, and he's playing better.
But he has a problem coming off the ball. That's the issue. So when he's playing in Boston, when he's in the game, he can play point guard.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna be part of the second unit. You can play on the ball in the second unit.
You don't want him to play no minutes with Luka at all. So he's just gonna play exclusively with Luka.
I mean, because if you get a player like him, you're going to play JB and Luka together most times anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you remember when we had what's the boy name? Trey Burke. You didn't see a lot of Trey Burke and Luka in there together. It was always Jalen Brunson and Luka, and then Trey Burke would play with Jalen Brunson, but he wouldn't play a lot with Luka.
Yeah, but I don't
feel like one of those situations where like, okay, but I can see where you're going with that though, because now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't think
they're gonna want him to play with Luka.
You think Schroeder is on a what's his name? Trey Burke level? Like I feel like Schroeder is.
Oh, he better. No. I'm not saying he's on that level. I'm saying the way they was getting used.
Isn't he? Is he like one of the? Would he be one of the top 5 guys on our team?
Yes.
Okay, so that means he had to end the game, right?
No, because I think they would have Jalen Brunson and Luka in the game.
Okay, so he's one of the top 5 guys, but you don't want him to end the game.
But then, just because he's the top 5 guy doesn't make him. You still can't fit him in because he's a guard.
That's what I'm saying.
So put him at the 3. You know what I'm saying? That still doesn't say that he's a better player in the rotation than like say a Dorian. It's just that Dorian is a 3, so you got to put him in there. You can't put what's the name in Dennis Schroeder in there.
I agree. That's why I say we shouldn't get Schroeder. It'd be wasting the spot for him. We don't need Dennis Schroeder, I don't believe. I think we need, like you said, a wing guy or something like that. I don't think if we get another guy like Schroeder, we should just go get what's his name? Goran Dragic. I know Schroeder's a better defender and all that.
He's a better defender and he's younger.
But we're not struggling on defense. We're one of the best defensive teams in the league. So defense isn't what we need. We need shooters right now. We need somebody that can. When the Mavericks, even when they were out there playing with Golden State and going back and forth, it looked okay. Luka just needed somebody else that can make a bucket. So it was like in those games where we are going back and forth and we can, defense isn't looking as good. Give me somebody else that can go give me a couple buckets with Luka. As far as like, all right, there's a guy give me 25 points as well or whatever, or that can. That's why the Jeremy Grant thing looks great to me. But I feel like Dennis Schroeder, his patterns. I'm a big guy on patterns. I always keep saying that. I saw him play with LeBron James. I saw him have a problem with coming off the ball when LeBron wanted the ball. I saw them have a problem with him getting the ball and just doing stuff wild because they should have been giving the ball to LeBron and they didn't give it to him because he didn't want to. He's playing for a contract and all. He's going to be playing for a contract again. So when he comes over here, I don't know. I just don't think that's the piece that the Mavericks need. I don't think another, like you said about Dragic. Dragic would just be a throw-in. He's not the piece really they need right now. We need a wing scoring dude right now. That's what we need. Jeremy Grant would be perfect.
The only thing about what you saying about him playing with the Lakers, you got to look at the last 3 point guards that played with the Lakers and look at the teams they played at either before the Lakers or after the Lakers.
Okay.
You saw how Westbrook was playing before he went to the Lakers, and look how he played, and look how he's playing with him now. Look how Schroeder played with the Lakers last year, and look how he's playing now. Look how Lonzo Ball played with the Lakers, and look how he's playing with the team now. So
I knew you were gonna go there.
The system or whatever, how things are set up in LA.
I knew you were gonna go there. Lonzo Ball didn't look bad.
I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying.
But Lonzo didn't look bad though. Lonzo looked good. Actually, the team went down when Lonzo got hurt.
Remember, Lonzo got criticized a lot.
He did,
because he did not show that potential. Now the dude's looking like one of the best point guards in the league over here in Chicago before he got hurt or whatever.
True, but they were a 4th seed. They were a 4th seed when Lonzo was healthy. Lonzo got hurt and they fell out the playoffs. I remember that.
He only averaged like 7 and 7. Remember, everybody was like constantly killing him. Oh, he's gonna give him 7 and 7. But look what he's doing in Chicago, though.
You're right, but you can see him coming though. Like he was being that defensive machine. That was the piece that made the Lakers go from being a fourth seed in the West to not being able to play any defense at all that year when Lonzo Ball got hurt. So I feel like Lonzo played okay with that role, but he still wasn't the perfect piece around because he wasn't that great of a shooter yet. At that point, Lonzo wasn't. He was a streaky shooter. Now Lonzo Ball is,
40.
dare I say, one of the best shooters in the NBA. So like it's just different levels, and I don't think Schroeder is at that level yet to be that guy to take the pressure off of Luka Doncic. I think they'll butt heads more. Like we got. The thing is, when you say stuff like Kyrie and Dame Lillard and stuff like that, those guys are superstars. So they'll find a way because they can go get buckets. I've seen Dennis Schroeder enough where he's out of it and he won't be a factor because he can't get involved in the flow of the game or the offense or something like that. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying if you're going to go out there and take a reach, I don't know if the reach I want to take is for Dennis Schroeder to be in this place again when we like, damn, we got Dennis Schroeder now. All right. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying.
No, that's understandable. Let's see. Do we already answer this? Oh, okay. Ben said, what could we realistically get for KP and say JB in a package? I have no idea.
Jeremy Grant.
Now, from what I heard Jeremy Grant's not that hard to get.
No, he's not. But I'm saying we could get him for that though. For both of them, we can get someone for both of them.
Now, if you're talking about getting Jeremy Grant for both of them, I'm want something else.
Yeah, I want something else as well. But I'm saying
I think they'll probably give us like what's the boy named Hayes?
Hey, yeah, something like that.
I would.
You know what? Do you think they'd give us? No, they're not gonna give it to us. I don't know why I'm saying
Sadiq Bey.
Nah, not Sadiq
Bey.
The dude that was Isaiah Stewart. I was gonna say, but I don't think they're gonna do that. They want Isaiah Stewart.
No, they want him. Like all their young pieces, I think they're gonna keep except for what's the boy name? Hayes. What's his name? I'm blanking on the boy for his name.
Not Jackson Hayes. The other one. Is it Killian?
Killian, yeah.
Yeah, Killian Hayes.
That's probably the only one that they'll probably give up, man, out of that little group of young guys they got.
But we can get somebody. We can get somebody for them too, though. If we traded them
both
together.
But I think if you're gonna give up KP, they're gonna want a draft pick. So that's why I'm saying if you're gonna give up KP with a draft pick, you better make it a good pick. I mean, I'm making a good trade. Don't just give them a draft pick, just get rid of them. You want to get something back in return for that. But at the same time, I know you're not going to get, KD and Harden or whatever back on that trade, but get something comparable back if you're going to do that kind of trade where you got to also throw in a first round pick.
You think we'll do it? They'll need a pick. If I can talk, if we include JB, if we did both of them, I don't think.
I think they're going to definitely want to get rid of KP's contract.
To take his contract.
His production with his contract, they're gonna want a first round pick.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny B says JB's been playing. They've been looking very. I listen, Johnny. I've said this about 3 or 4 videos, and King told me to shut up and get off the mic. I told him, I said this dude it like he's been coming back down to earth a little bit. Not saying he's playing trash. It's just that he's starting to revert back to the JB that we know of. Yeah. Listen, man, a lot of people got to understand. there's reasons why these certain players like Luka and these guys are held to certain regards, man. It's because for them to do what they do on a nightly basis, man, that takes a lot of skill, talent, and all that stuff, man. And for us to expect JP to be on that level every night, that's asking a lot from that guy. Not saying that I'm not saying he couldn't ever get to that level or whatever. He probably could. I don't know. But for us to just expecting him to kind of right now just jump to the level of Luka, man, that's a lot of work you got to put in, man. Guys like Luka and them guys, man, they do this every night. They've been doing it consistently. And you asking this guy to do it for this 1 year where he finally has that capability to do it. He's on the contract year, all that stuff. So I think that Jalen will do good the rest of the year, but for us expecting him to be at that level like he's some kind of all-star or something, I think that's putting a lot of pressure on him. What you think?
He needs to step back up because if not, he's going to the Knicks. Like because his price going down. And the only team I told you before that's going to give him money is going to be the New York Knicks. They want him.
Now, with the Knicks, the way he's playing lately, do you think the Knicks are still going to want to give him that money?
Yes.
It's the Knicks. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm bad.
But I also think JB is more of a pure point guard than Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he is.
So I think JB shouldn't be the number one guy. He's going to be more like the way Chris Paul plays and all, where he saves his time. JB's good at driving to the lane, but if he didn't always have to finish and he could actually just find guys and all, it'll work out for JB. I think his game is more in the line of the 16 and 8 or something like that, being a starter for a team or something like that. I think he's more of a pure point guard. So with him being on the Mavericks, being that guy beside him sometimes he's playing two guard. He plays two guard with Luka. So when we have those rangy or lengthy defenders playing against him, it's hard for him to be a two guard because he's not really a two guard.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, man. All right, man. Johnny B says Reggie Buttocks is gonna have to be our sixth man off the bench. Oh my God.
I don't hate Reggie like a lot of people do. Reggie's brought a whole bunch of toughness to us though on the defensive side. We cannot lie. His shooting, he isn't a sniper, but the guy's
he put on his shoes.
Nah, he's not a sniper. He's making what, $10 million a year?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with what Reggie gives me for $10 million. I mean, I'm not gonna. I wish he gave me a little more as far as on the shooting, but on the
especially the night when you missed like 4 up and threes.
Yeah. So today I do hate when he misses his threes, but we had Josh Richardson who he wasn't working on either side of the ball. Like 10 mil, if you work on one side of the ball and you good for me, I'm fine. Reggie he had another bad stretch. He's a guy. He's playing the Tim Hardaway role where he's streaky. For 10 mil, that's fine. I'm fine.
We don't need any more Tim Hardaways, bro.
I know we don't need Tim Hardaway. So that's the issue. We don't need Tim Hardaway. So Reggie being a streaky shooter with decent to great defense, it's fine for 10 mil. It's Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway is the piece where you expect more from him. So if he was the guy giving his buckets, Reggie wouldn't look as bad shooting the sniper shots because we have Tim Hardaway who's supposed to be a sniper, but he's not a sniper.
True. I definitely agree with that, bro. All right, man. They said hello. You two work great. Let's give them some likes because they deserve it. Yeah, we appreciate that, VP, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. Hey, we also would appreciate some subscriptions too, guys.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. All right, man. Pavel says, what about the scenario? Knicks want JB. They can get him from Philly. JB and KB for Ben Simmons. We can have a roster spot for a secondary ball handler, Goran Dragic, or sign Brandon Knight back.
You can go ahead first. I got a big thing I feel about this whole Ben Simmons thing now. I think it's too late. We missed the boat.
Well, the thing with the Ben Simmons thing, man, from what it's looking like, I've told you this probably from the first time we started doing these videos. I told you, and you were saying like, "Oh, it shouldn't be that hard to get him." I kept trying to tell you, listen, Daryl Morey is the most stubborn president of basketball operations I've ever seen in the history of NBA, man. That dude does not budge. I understand that, we can't have him on the roster for that long because of this and that and this. I understand that. But this dude is stubborn. He is known for being one of those presidents of basketball operations. If I can't get the deal that I want, then I'm not making it. And he is definitely holding on to that, especially now with the reports coming out about James Harden.
Yeah.
Now James Harden and him are getting linked. So we might not be getting Ben Simmons, y'all. I mean, I'm not saying like we're gonna get him, but then all of a sudden it changed. I don't think that they're really gonna get. We're gonna be in the race for Ben Simmons at all. Like Daryl Morey really wants James Harden, and now
Yep,
the way that James Harden has come out and kind of he didn't too much publicly say that he wanted to leave, but there's some kind of
he's leaving.
things he's been kind of saying a little bit, man, to where he's kind of giving you the indication that he's not going to come back to the Brooklyn Nets, man, after this year. So I don't know. And Brooklyn probably smart if they think that he's going to leave, you trade him right now, or he walks and you don't get anything in return, or sign a trade. I don't know, but
I I think he's gonna make the whole year. I think Daryl Morey waited for his guy. He got him. He got James Harden to say that he don't want to be there anymore. They're gonna
yep.
wait the whole year and just trade both of them after the offseason. They're not going to stop in the middle because Kyrie can't play, half the games or whatever. And then Kevin Durant is out right now for MCL sprain. He gets hurt every now and then. We don't talk about his injury proneness, but that's a different story. But yeah, I think he's going to wait to the end of the year, and it looks like now Ben Simmons is going to get traded for James Harden in the offseason. I think that's what's going to happen now. So I'm kind of off that Ben Simmons trade because of that now. James Harden has changed that for me. And Daryl Morey, we all know he loves James Harden. So if James Harden said, I want to be there, he'll wait for James Harden. But it does suck that he's wasting another year of Joel Embiid prime because Joel Embiid is playing ridiculous right now. If you don't know, check out a Sixers game. He's playing out of his mind right now. And
MVP
who knows how long he's going to last. So knock on wood, not to say it like that, but it's the truth. We know how Joel Embiid legs hold up. So it's another year they basically wasted, though. So I hope Daryl Morey has it right and has it ready.
I hope so too, man, for the Philly fans' sake.
Yep.
All right, man. It seemed to be the last question right here. He said, "Oh, wait, another came in." He said, "Just reality. This has shown itself well today. At least half of the Mavs players are from the G League, not for the Euro League. And the question of if they would play anything at all."
I think he's saying he wouldn't play. This team will play in the G League or whatever. He's saying I don't think they will play at all. A lot of these players in like the Euro League. Hey man, you might be on. I don't know if a lot of these players can start for Euro League. Maybe JB, Kristaps Porzingis. Maybe I'm not going to disrespect them that much. They should play in the Euro League, but you got more experience with that VIP saying Europe and all. You probably know that, but yeah, man, these guys they're right at that cusp, man. Like I think Dorian Finney-Smith. These are guys we got to question if they're starters or not. That's the problem. Like we got to go if you go around the league and you question what this guy started another team, it's a question. It's not a guarantee. So that's the problem.
I've said before, these players, like say a Dorian, a Maxey, a Dwight Powell, those guys, you're asking them to do more than what they would do on say like a Phoenix. Because here, Dorian's like the fourth or fifth option, right? You go over to like Phoenix or something, bro. You like the 10th man coming off the bench. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of the issues I've always had with this team is that I'm not saying that Dorian and Max and all those guys aren't good. It's just that you're asking them to do more than what they're capable of. You're supposed to put them in. You get the certain players to slide them down in the positions that they're supposed to be in. So that way, the little bit of stuff that they do fill in for you are just fillers, what they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you have other guys ahead of them that are your consistent rotation guys that do consistent things for these guys to be fillers. Because you're asking these guys to be a fourth or fifth option when really on a good team, they would be like, third or fourth guy off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why these guys struggle, why there's no consistency in their game. Because you're asking them to do a little bit more than what they're capable of doing.
JaVale McGee's better than Dwight Powell.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And he's coming off the bench. So I'm just going back to the point you were saying about guys being
I would take JaVale McGee right now over Dwight Powell, but no questions asked.
Yeah.
Like, where do I sign the papers, bro? That's how quick I would do that, bro. I swear.
I'm not liking
the game how he looked over Dwight Powell. Like you said, he's not even a starter.
No, I'm not liking these
Mambo is better than Dwight Powell. And he was sitting at the house. Okay, I don't want to get on that, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm kind of not liking J-Kid rotations right now. Like J-Kid need to go back to the drawing board as far as guys and
giving like Chris some playing time. Today would have been a perfect time to give him playing time when you saw these guys. Kuminga is playing center.
Yeah.
Like
Your
Put a
boy,
guy in there around the same size as him, man, that can move his feet.
these guys shouldn't be. These guys aren't good enough to have like guaranteed spots. Not to be rude, but like Maxey right now is struggling. Put him on the bench. Like
But
I
that's the
don't.
thing, though. You put him on the bench, who you gonna put in the spot?
Marquise
You don't.
Chris, Marquise Chris, and put KP back at the four for right now. You have to make some type of change. Like it isn't like you. I understand, like you saying, well, this should be the best lineup we got. It isn't working right now. These guys aren't that important. Not I don't change the words. I don't want to say important. It's not like they aren't important, but they aren't that impactful, I should say, where you have to make sure they start. If Maxey's right now struggling, he should be on the bench. See if Marquise Chris would do better at his position than him right now. Maybe Marquise Chris are knocking a few threes, be out there giving energy, doing the same thing Maxey's doing right now until Maxey's better again. Like you keep interchanging these pieces, but right now he's stuck. And I don't like that he's stuck right now because other guys can get minutes, man. Like, hell, put Moses Brown out there if they're playing small. Tell him just run to the middle, Moses.
Dang, I forgot about Moses Brown.
Tell him just run to the middle and catch a ball and dunk it. Like, it's small guys out there. Play something a little different, but he's staying with the same guys, and that's bothering me.
I think he's getting comfortable with that rotation that he picked up.
Yes.
All right, man. Let's get in. Let's go run. We got some more came in. Said Philly got offered Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox and first round pick and still turned it down for Simmons. There is no way we can convince them to part ways with what we are prepared to trade. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben. That because like I know for us fans, it's easy for us to say, "Oh, we just give him this guy and give him that guy." We also have to remember the team that you're trading with is going to also have to want those pieces that you're giving them. Yeah, I want to get rid of KP and Tim Hardaway and whatever else, and think I'm gonna get Jordan Bird and Magic. You know what I'm saying? But that other teams, do they want KP and Tim Hardaway and whoever else you're trying to throw in the trade? You know what I'm saying? You have to be mutual. And so, like you said, I would take that trade. You tell me, I take Tyrese Halliburton right now because to me, I think Tyrese Halliburton is what people wanted Frank Ntilikina to be.
Yes.
So you give me Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox. I would take that. I don't know why Philly didn't take that. And you get a first round pick. I don't know why they didn't take that trade. That's stupid.
Because they took James Harden. And the issue with James Harden, they're not understanding is that James Harden in his 30s now.
Yeah.
You would have had youth right there.
Young guys. Yeah.
Getting older. Yeah. Like I told you, patterns. I watched James Harden now go through patterns of his scoring dropping and all. He's not going to go back to Philly and be dropping 30 a game and all. That's going to hurt Joel Embiid. He's going to be a number 2 guy. But
that's not my team, so.
But I got a question for you about Sacramento. Would you trade KP for Buddy Hield?
Damn, we said Buddy. I thought we were doing Tim. What happened? Oh, because Tim got hurt.
Tim hurt. We can't do Tim right now. Would you trade KP for Buddy Hield?
Nah.
No?
Because we lose size.
I think I would. From what I've seen the team do without KP when KP was missing.
Now, hold on. Now, if you tell me I can get, like, say, Buddy Hield and, like, Rashard Holmes, I do it.
Okay. So you need a big guy back.
I need a big guy, bro. Because we already kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Would you do Marvin Bagley? Marvin Bagley and Buddy Hield for Kristaps Porzingis? And maybe a second round pick on them?
Well, we give up. Wait, we give up a
second round pick?
They giving us.
Sacramento give us a pick. Because we taking Marvin Bagley.
Yeah. I might have to sleep on that one, bro. I don't know.
I think I would, man. I think I'm at a point now with KP where we don't need KP to be the next level on this team.
Like I said, I do want to get rid of KP. Y'all know I'm the champion of that. I've been saying that. But I also understand that we're not going to get some just super duper huge package for KP. If you gave me Rashard Holmes and Buddy Hield, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But I don't know about the Buddy Hield because I think it would have to be a Buddy Hield with him for them to get KP. But I would rather have Rashard Holmes. He's I trust him at center a whole lot more than Buddy Hield.
I trust Rashard Holmes playing center more than Marvin Bagley, as I said.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that too.
Bro, I think Marvin Bagley is not as good as Kristaps Porzingis. I'm not saying that. But I do think Marvin Bagley is still young enough, and it showed me enough ability in his movement, just eye test stuff. I can see that if you play him with Luka Doncic, he may actually look better than Kristaps Porzingis for this team.
He can roll to the rim too.
Yes, he may look better for this team.
For him, I think it's more opportunity too, man.
Yes, and KP, the team can still play defense without KP. So it's not like KP is the focal point of the defense.
Right.
So we need a shooter. Getting Buddy Hield now is bit. We need a guy to just make wide open threes, man. It's been so many games we've lost because guys just can't make wide open shots. If
Man,
Buddy
anytime
Hield
you
can
play
be,
wide open shot, I be thinking of Seth, man. We had a guy.
yep.
That's
So
in the league,
we need Seth Beck. So Buddy Hield we need Buddy Hield. I'm about willing to get rid of KP for Buddy Hield, man. Like I'm that we get off that money, we get a guy that actually help us out better. Why not? Like what are we holding KP for? Take the first deal we can take. That's a decent deal that'll help us out. Get rid of him, man. Like he needs to go now before he gets hurt.
All right, man. It's getting a little late. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of these. He said, Johnny B said, bro, did Dorian Finney even play tonight?
Anybody.
Funny you said that, man. He did. He played 26 minutes, Johnny, and he scored. He gave you 8, 2, and 1. So yes, he did play tonight. To be fair, everybody didn't show up tonight, so it's not just Dorian. It was just one of them nights, man, where everybody was just off tonight, man. So there you go. All right, let's see who got next. So VIP said 4 for 15, 1 for 7 on threes. Oh, he had 7 rebounds. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I did say 7.
Steph just had 8.
2 blocks for 30 million. Yeah. Yep.
And nobody on that team. I don't think anybody that played for Golden State was 7 feet or over.
No, like I said, at one Kevon Looney.
Is he 7 feet? Is he 7 feet?
He might. No, I think he might be like 6'11".
That's what I'm thinking. Like 6'11", around there.
Yeah, I don't think he was 7 feet. So yeah, you're right, VIP. That's what he gave us tonight, man. All right, and last but not least, Ben says KP over Buddy. Yeah, I like I said, now I was down with the Buddy over Tim Hardaway thing because you trading the wing for a wing or whatever. I was cool with that one. I took that all day long, but you're giving up another big, man. And
where that Kool-Aid? Y'all drinking that Kool-Aid? Where is that? Y'all loving that KP? We done seen enough of KP.
No. You know I ain't loving KP. I'm trying to get that man out of here. I'm trying to pack his bags. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to his house tonight and make sure he got his bags packed, man. Got his boxes wrapped up and everything. So
what's Buddy Hield to lead at? What's Buddy Hield? What is he a lead at?
Supposed to be shooting, but he ain't really a lead at that.
Is you sure? This year I think it's shooting back normal again. On wide open threes, he's shooting like 43%, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So what is KP a lead at?
Hold on, keep talking. Let's see if I can look his.
Y'all got to realize it's about fit on team and all. Like KP does not fit on this Dallas. KP does not fit with Luka Doncic. We wanted it to happen. He does not fit with Luka Doncic. So it's not about KP. May be better on a skill per se, 1-on-1.
So Buddy Hield is shooting 39% from the field, not threes.
39% from threes. He don't shoot that many twos though.
He's shooting 38% from 3.
That's what I'm saying. He don't shoot that many twos. 38% from threes. I'll take it. I'll take it right now. I'll take the 38% just of standing in the corner, run around Buddy Hield, and catch wide open shots when Luka give it to you. I'll take it. I'm not worried about the 2-point shot. That's not what we need from him. His role will be to make wide open threes, and I believe Buddy Hield can make wide open threes.
And he giving you 15 a game.
And he'll be playing for a contender now, or a team that actually will make the playoffs possibly instead of Sacramento Kings. So that usually changes people around, give you a little oomph as well when you go to a team that actually competes for something. That's just my opinion. Yeah, the KP thing, you have to give him up. Yeah, we're not going to get something better than KP, and we're probably not going to get nothing comparable to KP. So we have to get something that actually can fit our team for KP, because anything else, we got to give up KP and a first-round pick for somebody just to take KP. So that shows you nobody wants him. He doesn't fit really on any team, no matter what you may think his skill set is. Man, I don't think KP better than Buddy Hield. I'm sorry. Like, y'all, why? Why is he? What makes him better than Buddy Hield?
No, I'm not saying he's better than him. I'm just saying. Ben, yeah. No, I was saying because I like I said, we need bigger bodies. I guess, man. We got enough wings.
He's not a big body.
We need bigger bodies. That's why I was saying if we talking about trading straight up for Tim Hardaway, I was down for that. Because you switching a wing with a wing, so it don't really change the dynamic of the team or whatever.
You play Marquise Chris more. You take KP and you play Marquise Chris more. We got a guy. You play him more, right? I mean, it may not be the perfect situation, and it's not going to be perfect. I'm not saying we're going to win a championship this year. We get rid of Kristaps Porzingis, but you got to now start looking at the future. Like we're now in that Luka Doncic's clock now, I should say. Like we're now waiting for that moment to be like, all right, Luka, when you going to sign another contract now? So right now you need to set that money in order, and it ain't with everything going on right now. What's going on this offseason? Nothing. The Mavs have nothing to get, nothing to give.
Yeah, see, I said the same thing, being like you tell me Buddy and Holmes for KP, yeah, I take that.
They're not giving that up. They're not giving that up. Why would Sacramento give that up? They're not giving up home. They think Holmes probably better than KP. I think Sacramento thinks that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, I do that in a heartbeat. But like I said, if they were to do a trade like that, it'd probably be Buddy and what you say? What's his boy name?
Tim Hardaway.
No,
over Sean.
Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley. So, yeah. I would take the Bagley. I would take the risk. We already taken a risk with Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, yeah, it's gonna probably end up doing it for us, man. We went way over tonight. Got a lot of activity from y'all tonight. We definitely appreciate that, man. I see a lot of people just didn't want to talk about the game too much tonight. Everybody want to talk about the future, man. Everybody already got their eyes on trades, and I definitely don't blame you. You know, I've been talking about trades, man, as long as I've been doing these videos, we need to start making some trades. So you're gonna definitely hear more and more trades for. Ben got another one here. So what do you say? He said send KP back to New York for Mitchell Robinson.
I wish.
Listen,
I wish.
Where do we sign up at? I do that in a heartbeat, Ben. I'm not gonna lie to you, boy. I know New York ain't gonna do that, but
I wish.
I do that right now, boy.
Hold on, though. Hold up. JB, if you include JB in that trade, would they give up Mitchell Robinson for Jalen Brunson? If something was included with Jalen Brunson?
For Jay Brunson and KP?
Yep.
That's what you said? But now, if you're going to do that, we need something else.
Yeah, we're going to, obviously, maybe a Derrick Rose.
Can we get Quigley?
Probably not. I don't think you I think you're going a little too far. I don't know if they do that.
But we can use Jalen Brunson, though.
Yeah, but they like Mitchell Robinson, though. Like, I don't think they dislike Mitchell. I think they love Mitchell Robinson. So to give up Mitchell Robinson, I don't think we can. Like, we may be, if we do that trade, we could be like beating them on both fronts with getting both players to fit our team. I don't think they want to do that. I think KP and Jalen Brunson for maybe, like I said, Mitchell Robinson, and they might give us Derrick Rose. Like, you don't like Derrick Rose taking over Jalen Brunson's position, and then Mitchell Robinson taking over KP position.
I mean, I know Derrick Rose gonna come out here. I know he can capitalize over taller defenders, man.
That's what I'm saying. He can get you buckets. Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Okay, we got a couple more questions.
Golly, y'all, we love y'all. Thank y'all.
He said, you are 100% right. KP should already be traded and TSJ. Yep. Also, the bench unit. Why they have Bobby if he's not playing? Kid did not like Bobby. I don't know, man. A lot of matchups with Boban. And now that they got Chris, now you're going to have KP, Dwight, Maxey, and Chris in front of. And on top of that, you got Moses Brown. So now you got all these centers that go ahead of Boban. So that's a lot of reasons why he's not getting a lot of playing time.
Boban's not a good defender. We play defense.
You said he is a good defender?
He's not, and we play defense now.
It's not really that he's not a good defender. It's just, like I said, it's matchups. Like, for example, tonight, you saw a lot, like you said, tallest guy was like 6'9", 6'10", or whatever. So it's going to be kind of hard for him. You saw how KP got beat on a lot of backdoor cuts. Boban can't move his feet that quick, so it's going to be real hard to put him out there on those type of games like that. Because a lot of teams are now, see how Dallas is playing. It's like, okay, we're going to go five wing heavy, and then bam. And that's how you run them off the court.
That's how they beat us in the playoffs.
So it's not that he doesn't like Boban. It has a lot to do with matchups. You know what I'm saying? Because we love Boban. It's how the matchups work out. All right, man. Let's see. We got another came in. So Ben says include JB, and I would drive them to the airport. Oh yeah, hey, that's what I said, Ben. That's what I said.
Do it.
You give me Robinson and Quigley, which I know they're not going to do that. That's their future. But you tell me you give me those two for KP and Jalen Brunson, and like you said, going to probably have to end up throwing like a first round pick in there. I take that in a heartbeat right now. Sign me up right now. I take it. That's your center for the future right there. That's a starting center right there. Yep. You're not going to have any more questions of who's an actual starting center on this team, because he will actually be a starting center. He's our starting center.
He's a younger Miles Turner type dude.
Only difference is he can't shoot
three.
It's
defensive, not three. Not
three. Yeah, as far as defense.
Defense and all.
But he's still semi raw when it comes to defense too.
Yes.
All right, man. That's gonna probably do it for us. I hope no more questions come in. We already went over time. It's already almost an hour and 20 minutes. All right, oh, that's an hour 20 minutes now. All right, guys. We definitely thank y'all, man, for rocking with us, man. It was an interesting conversation we had tonight, man. Back with another. Oh man, Pat was in another one. Let's see what we
You
got.
gotta get Pablo in there.
He said the Knicks are eyeing Zion. They want to recreate the college team with the Reddish, Barrett, and Zion. That's what my mind was too, Pavel. I think he's going to. I think he's going to New York. I don't think he's going to re-sign with the Pelicans. And they were saying that if he doesn't re-sign with him, he's going to lose a lot of money and leave a lot of money on the table. Which I think Zion is to the point like he doesn't really care. He has a shoe deal, so not like he's not making any money or whatever. So I think he's going to not sign that contract. I think he's going to go to New York.
His money gonna start getting affected though because he hasn't played enough games to get the biggest contract he can get as far as his next contract. So
Yeah,
his money is already taking a hit.
yeah, that's true. All right, now with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end it here, guys. I'd like to thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Of course, guys, if you can do us a huge favor, if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that like button for us. That'll help us out. And also, if you're new to the channel and if you also enjoy the content, if you want more Mavs content just like this, do us a huge favor, guys, and hit that subscribe button. We're still trying to get to that 200, that elusive 200, man. We're still trying to work our way up here, guys. It seems like it's taking us forever to get to 200, but we definitely could use your help getting to 200. And so that way we can work our way from there. Because we want to get to the point where we start doing a lot of giveaways for you guys. And the only way we're going to do that is we get more subscribers to our channel to help us grow our channel so we can start giving you guys a lot of giveaways and stuff like that. We will be doing another video tomorrow after the Portland game. They're playing here, right?
Yes, I believe they're back here. No, okay. They got one more away, maybe. They play Memphis away or here? They play here, right?
Yeah, they play Memphis here.
They play Memphis here. Then I think they have two. Okay, I think it's two back-to-back away.
No, it's in Portland. It's in Portland.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is it's a West Coast Northwest swing. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna probably have another video around this time again tomorrow, guys, for the Dallas Mavericks versus Portland game. So look forward to that. If you guys are on Twitter, you guys can also follow us down here. My bad. Let me move that. You guys can follow us right here at We Talk Mavs down here on Twitter, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, you guys can also hit us up on there, and we can post them here on our channel. If you have any questions on, regarding the Mavericks and stuff like that, any comments, anything like any trade ideas, anything like that, you guys want to bring up, we can post it here on the show from our Twitter. So go ahead and hit us up on there. That'll be a huge, a great addition for us too, guys. If you guys can do that for us. King, you got anything you want to add, man, before we go?
Everybody, if you can do us another favor as well, share the video. Share our videos. If you on Facebook, if you on any social media you got, share the video and let people know there's a new show that you guys are enjoying. Or you can say you hate the show, whatever you're saying, just share it so guys can see it. As Rel said, we have a lot of ideas as far as giveaways and all that we want to help and give to you guys. So, but we need to grow the channel, and it's basically a scratch my back, I scratch yours, and then we'll take care of you guys like you take care of us, and we appreciate you. So please share the channel, share everything we have.
Yes, sir. There's the last one, I promise. So KP and Brunson for Wood and Gordon. I think you asked that before, Johnny, and I think I said yes.
I'm scared of taking on Eric Gordon, but I guess if it's a short-term thing, we can take him. But I know he's pretty old now.
Yeah, I think he has. I think this is last year in his contract too, so that might be a big help too. I think I could be wrong.
I take it. I trade that. If this is his last year on this contract, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take that trade.
All right, man. There you go. So, like I said, guys, do us a huge favor. Like we said, follow us our social at We Talk Mavs on Twitter. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. That would be a huge help for us. We will try to start doing giveaways as soon as we start getting more subscribers to the channel. And that'll probably do it for us, guys. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow at same Mav time, same Mav channel for the Dallas Mavericks and Portland Trailblazers game. So,
Charlie Brown.
With all that being said, you got my boy Charlie Brown. You got the man in all black. And we will catch you guys here tomorrow. Go Mavs.
Peace.